Hi my lovely people, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, a warm welcome to you. Boy, do I have the haul for you today. I have the most exclusive fragrance from the most prestigious fragrance house, niche fragrance house in this haul. I have some amazing niche fragrances from Royal Crown, Roja Parfums, and a whole bunch more. And I have some designer fragrances and some backups that I bought. I have a whole lot of really amazing fragrances, you guys. Watch it until the end. So if you want to see what I hauled, just keep watching. So before we get started with the video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, that red button right there. Click that if you haven't already, and that notification bell next to it for all notifications so you will never miss a video from me. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of amazing content on Instagram. And head on over to my brand new beauty channel, Cleo Beauty, so you can see my makeup and beauty content over on that channel. Let's jump right into this haul. I am going to start with the most exclusive fragrance from the most prestigious fragrance house and the most, I would say, exclusive fragrance in my collection of over 400 bottles, I think, of fragrances. I haven't counted in a while, you guys. This is the most exclusive, most precious fragrance I have in my collection. It is a very special fragrance. I will tell you why it is here in a second. It is none other than Kriegler Pleasure Gardenia Edition Précieuse. You guys, right here, Edition Précieuse means, I believe, a precious edition. It really is a very special, precious fragrance. This is the packaging it came in. I already unboxed this, did an unboxing on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this. Yeah, this is the fragrance that I got from my husband on Valentine's Day. Isn't he the most amazing man ever? So it is the most exclusive fragrance, the only exclusive fragrance Kriegler offers, and it is the fragrance that Albert Kriegler created for his fiancée in 1879, I believe. It is a very special fragrance. It's known as a very romantic floral fragrance. It's in this special bottle. It's not your typical Kriegler bottle. It's like a diamond shaped bottle with this beautiful vintage looking like sprayer, the atomizer here. So it came with this cap. So I actually put this, this came on the side. So it came like this with this cap on. So I took that cap off and then I put the actual atomizer on. Boy, you guys, this fragrance is potent. It is potent. Look at that. Isn't that the most gorgeous thing you saw? Look at that. It is very special. This looks like, you know, one of those gorgeous, like glamorous, you know, 1920s movies, like, and something that one of those glamorous women from, you know, the 20s, from the social scene, the society girls, you know, that one of them would have on their vanity, and like you could just squeeze and you know, it's like you're done. It really literally would take 2 sprays behind your ears with this fragrance because it is potent. I can smell it. I am not kidding. I kid you not. I smell it right here. Right here. Actually, I still smell it. Yeah, I smell it right here, you guys. This thing, I'm not even spraying it. And you know, you can just smell it around the neck of the bottle. And actually, when my husband gave this to me and I unboxed it at dinner on Valentine's Day, when I opened the box, I could smell it. In fact, actually, I could smell it in the bag he gave me the present in. I could smell it from the bag, and I knew it was gonna be a perfume, and I knew I was gonna love it because I could already smell it. Wow, I can smell it, you guys. The box smells like it too. It just emits, it just projects like crazy. You would only need like one little dab behind your ears and you're done. It is a very beautiful, romantic, amazing white floral fragrance. Obviously, Gardenia is the star of this fragrance. The gardenia petals in here, so beautiful. You can smell the gardenia. This also has jasmine, mimosa, and a lot of vanilla. And you also get a little bit of musk in it, which makes it very sexy. This fragrance is very romantic, elegant, and sexy, all at the same time. It's that kind of fragrance. This is the kind of fragrance that you want to wear when you have this elegant affair, you know, a very elegant date or an elegant function, something in the evening. This, by the way, although it's a white floral, I would recommend wearing at nighttime because it is very potent. And I would say wear it in the colder months because this one is beast mode. Not that you can't wear this during warmer months, just wear it at nighttime. This is something that calls for that special occasion, that romantic date, that elegant affair, you know, that kind of fragrance. This is the kind of fragrance you want to wear with a beautiful, elegant evening gown or a cocktail dress, something just very, very elegant, very, you know, where you wear your pearls with it, that sort of fragrance. So I am just so ecstatic that I got this fragrance. Does my husband know what makes my heart happy or what? He actually gave me this beautiful, super romantic Forever Single Rose. How romantic is that? Instead of getting like a whole bouquet, which is what he usually gets me, which, by the way, the single rose costs more than a big arrangement of Forever Roses, believe it or not. It comes in this dome. It's like that rose from the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast. Don't think of the Disney. Disney ruined it, in my opinion. If you've read the actual fairy tale, it's super romantic. Like, it's this forever rose that lives forever until the love dies. You know what I mean? It is so romantic. My daughter actually helped my husband, you know, get it. And, you know, aren't they the best? So it's this beautiful dome, just like Beauty and the Beast. And this one single forever rose that lasts for 10 years, you guys. So yeah, I am so happy with this gorgeous, gorgeous Valentine's Day present. This one is beautiful from Kriegler. So this is Kriegler Pleasure Gardenia Edition Produce. So next I have 3 Royal Crown fragrances that I am dying to share with you guys because they're amazing, you guys. So amazing. So the first one I have here for you is one that I've been dying to get my hands on, and I'm so thrilled with it that I bought a backup. So I have 2 of them now. This is none other than Royal Crown Sultan or Sultan. So here we go, as they say in the East. So this is the box, you guys. It says Sultan right there. And here is the gorgeous, gorgeous beauty Sultan in here. Oh my goodness. This fragrance, by the way, this looks like a black bottle, but it's actually emerald green. If you hold it to the light, you can see, but right now the light is kind of shining over that matte surface. You can't see. It's actually a dark green bottle. It's so stunning. And guys, this is the most beautiful, beautiful vanilla. Oh, I love, love, love this fragrance. This has the most beautiful big dose of vanilla with these dried fruit kind of undertones. This has dried fruit in it. I can smell the dried fruit. So delicious, and the fruity notes. It's a very sweet, vanillic, little bit ambery, a little bit balsamic, warm, spicy, fruity gorgeousness. It's got a little bit of oud too. Oh, so good. So good. It opens with a massive amount of vanilla, you guys. That's what you smell right away when you spray it on, or when you smell it right out of the atomizer here. It's a big dose of vanilla. That's what you smell. And there's dried fruit in that opening with a bunch of other exotic fruity notes and a little bit of cedar, which is also in the opening, which is really odd, right? Like usually you get the woody notes in the base. Oh, this is just divine. And in the middle you get Moroccan rose, jasmine, and labdanum. Labdanum has that sort of leather nuances, which makes it kind of sexy. And in the base there's myrrh, which is really balsamic and very oriental, you know, that kind of smoky note, the balsam note, myrrh, which I love. Myrrh is so good. And this has oud, a little bit of oud in the base. And it has sandalwood, very creamy and sensual, and a little teensy bit of saffron, which I can't even smell very much. This is just so beautiful. It's like a beautiful vanilla fragrance, actually. And this is very much a unisex fragrance. Right down in the middle, I would say women and men can wear it. To me, this smells really good on women, on my skin. This smells very much like vanilla and dried fruit and other fruits, like mainly vanilla with a little bit of like dried fruit undertone. I get that myrrh and the sensual sandalwood too. The florals are kind of in the background. It's a scent like no other. It's very beautiful. That huge massive dose of vanilla right from the get-go makes this divine. And that myrrh in the background, you know how sexy myrrh is? Oh, so good. The floral notes, like I said, are just kind of in the background. You know, the rose is there. You can kind of smell the rose. A hint of jasmine, yes, but they're kind of in the background. And yeah, the labdanum also there supporting it. But what I smell the most are the vanilla, dried fruit, the other fruity notes, and the myrrh and sandalwood. Oh, that combination, it's divine. But like I said, it can go masculine or feminine depending on who's wearing it, that type of fragrance. To me, on me, this smells so delicious. So delicious. Very vanillic, very vanilla heavy on my skin. However, one of my beautiful subbies told me that on her skin, it was pulling more of the cedar. So on her skin, the woody notes were coming through more than the vanilla, which was very like different from like my experience. This fragrance on me, on my clothes, on my skin, everything, massively vanillic fragrance. And I read reviews of this on Fragrantica, and that's what everybody was saying, that it's a massive like vanillic fragrance. It smells like vanilla. Yeah, it's a beautiful, high quality, super high quality vanilla fragrance that's unisex. And it's really hard for guys to find a vanilla fragrance that actually works for them too, without it being overly like super girly. And this is not girly, but it's rather sexy, you know, grown woman sexy. So yeah, again, right in the middle, unisex, depending on who's wearing it. A woman would be sexy in this. A guy would smell great in it. Beautiful fragrance. I love it so much. I bought a backup. This, I haven't even opened this one. Didn't even take it out of the cover. So as you can say, it's Sultan too. So I have two of them, you guys, because I never want to be without it. And I got it on Fragrance Buy for like, you know, 1/10 of the original price. As you guys know, I will link it all down in the description box for you. Yeah, I saw a lot of people, a lot of creators bought it too. I talked about this and Fragrance Buy getting it in stock. So yeah, this is Royal Crown Sultan. So the next Royal Crown that I purchased is right here. It's Imperator. Oh my goodness, I've been eyeing this one on Fragrance Buy website for a long time, you guys, and it finally came in stock. Right here, isn't that the most beautiful white bottle ever? This is from this one and Sultan, both from their Imperials collection. You know, all the fragrances inspired by different royals around the world. So this one I think is inspired by the Romans, you know, ancient Romans. So right here, Imperator. Oh my goodness, isn't that the most beautiful white bottle ever? I love that. Gorgeous royal crown caps. Oh my goodness. You guys, this is beautiful too. Although I will tell you, this is beautiful, but this is also right down in the middle, unisex fragrance. It will work for women too. But there again, now be careful, don't blind buy this. I love it. I absolutely love it. But it is something that would smell really amazing on a guy too. It's a very beautiful scent. I love wearing it. But a guy would smell amazing in this too. Actually, in fact, I would like my husband to wear this too, but it smells amazing on me too, and it smells beautiful. Actually, when I wear it, it doesn't smell masculine, but when I spray it on my husband, it smells amazing, very much like, you know, not feminine on him. It's crazy how that works, you know. Oh, this is so beautiful too. So beautiful. I just love the very unique scent. Yeah, you guys, a lot of people would say that this is a very like sexy fragrance for a guy, but I love wearing this too. It's really sexy, but it's one of those like, you know, fragrances that just is so sexy because it has that masculine edge, but in a very good way, you know. So if you are a woman, don't blind buy this. I love it. I think it's a gorgeous scent, but you might want it on your husband more than yourself, you know. It's one of those fragrances, but so beautiful, sexy fragrance. So this has like some warm and soft spices like cardamom and nutmeg. There's like a really weird green note in here. It's like olive leaves, like it's like a very odd green note. I'm not smelling it. I can't tell what it is. I am smelling the gorgeous florals, the iris and the rose in here. So beautiful. This is quite a bit powdery. And then this has that frankincense and myrrh in the base, which is I think what makes it really sexy. I really love myrrh and frankincense both. They're both like resin balsam notes, very sexy ones, you know what I mean? I think it has like bay leaf too, which is again weird. I'm not smelling anything. Neither one of the green or leafy notes I am smelling in here at all. What I smell is that very sexy like balsam notes, the myrrh and frankincense with the iris and rose. That's what I'm smelling the most. And I do smell the cardamom in the opening. Cardamom is definitely, you know, cardamom can be really gorgeous. Like for example, Ruby Rouge has cardamom right in the opening, you know, cardamom, iris, you know, and vanilla in that fragrance. So it kind of like this has the same cardamom and iris. So yeah, it's that kind of sexy, you know, like Ruby Rouge kind of sexy. Yeah, it's like a very ambery fragrance with a little bit of like spiciness to it, a little bit of balsamic vibes. There's that powdery iris kind of, you know, tone in here. It's definitely very aromatic, so beautiful. I mean, there's that slight green hint, but there again, I don't smell it very much, you guys. I don't know. I don't smell it at all, in fact. I love it. I love the soft touch bottles of the Imperials collection, which I really love. It's very soft touch and it's like opaque, you know. Gorgeous fragrance. This would be amazing on guys. My guys watching this, great fragrance for you, but this is not one of those fragrance like Yitzma that's going to be terrible on a woman, you know what I mean? This is going to smell great on women as well. Doesn't matter who wears it, it's going to be sexy. This is Royal Crown Imperator. The last Royal Crown fragrance that I have here, wow, very unique. It's the most unique jasmine I have ever smelled. That's a big statement. It is none other than Royal Crown Oud Jasmine. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the box. You know, this box is actually the same leather box, soft touch box, but this one is black as opposed to the white. I think they have 3 oud fragrances and all 3 oud fragrances come in black boxes, I think. So yeah, Royal Crown Oud Jasmine. Oh, wait till you see the bottle. Oh my goodness. Look at that black, stunning gorgeousness in there. Woo! Wow. Ah, gorgeous, shiny black bottle. Oh, I love this fragrance. This is a very dark, mysterious, very naughty jasmine, you know. It's not your angelic, ethereal, white floral jasmine. No, it's not your average jasmine. This one is something else. Oh my goodness. This is the most intoxicating jasmine fragrance ever. It is so different from any jasmine I have. It's very kind of dark and sexy, you know, like that same vibe. Again, this is nothing like it, so please don't get it in your head that it's anything like it, but it gives the same vibes as Mugler fragrance, Mugler Alien, you know, the jasmine, and it's like kind of dark and, you know, that kind of sultry jasmine. It's kind of like that, but only much more unique, like very unique. Oh, I love this. In my opinion, this smells very much amazing on a woman. Again, this is a unisex fragrance. Guys can wear this, but it smells amazing on me, you guys. This has a very like mysterious, sexy, dark vibe, but at the same time very kind of elegant, feminine vibe too, in a way. But it's like one of those contradicting things, you know. It's like jasmine, but it's very dark and sultry and like hypnotic and a bit narcotic, you know, but very dark and mysterious though, which jasmine never is, you know, not really. This jasmine in here is very like hypnotic and very like addictive, narcotic type of dark jasmine, very mysterious jasmine. It has a little bit of a like a not a dirty vibe, but how do I put it? It's hard to describe this one, you guys, because it's so unique. It's just a very dark, mysterious jasmine. Let's put it that way. So of course, you guys, jasmine is the star of this fragrance with other white florals like tuberose. There are some yellow florals supporting it, and there are some warm spices that make it interesting. There is that oud in here that's really like makes this jasmine very interesting. I think it's that oud that makes this dark and mysterious. You know, rose oud fragrances, how it tends to be dark and mysterious too, like oud satin mood. So it's kind of like the jasmine version of that dark and mysterious, like the rose oud combo. So this is the jasmine oud combo. And then of course this has other florals. There's some woody notes. It is the most interesting, dark, sexy jasmine ever. But some people might find this a little bit mature smelling, which I don't, but I'm just trying to think of what people tend to think, you know, when a fragrance is not really your average fragrance and it smells different, and you know, you can't really understand it at first. So some may find this that smelling a little vintage, but in a very good way, not mature in an old lady way. But some people might find it a little too weird, because, you know, oud jasmine and oud, what a combo, right? But I think it is absolutely stunning. It's definitely unisex, but it smells amazing on me too. This is Royal Crown Oud Jasmine. Next, I have an amazing niche fragrance from a fragrance house that I've never bought from before. This is new to me. Apparently it's very popular, this particular one especially. This is Alahine, you guys. This one is actually the older packaging. Apparently it comes in a newer packaging that's different from this bottle. Alahine by Teo Cabanel. Oh, I don't have to spray this one either. This is a beautiful ambery fragrance. To me, very, very feminine. It's like woody, it's a little sweet, it's powdery, it's got some yellow florals and other florals. It's a little bit of like, there's a little bit of spiciness in here. It's a little balsamic with the resin notes. I'll tell you what that is. So it opens with one of my favorite yellow florals, Ylang Ylang, which is such a stunning beauty, and bergamot, of course. In most openings there's bergamot, and then in the middle you get like jasmine, orange blossom, rose, and there's a little bit of black pepper, I think, but you can't even smell it really at all. And in the base, you get a massive dose of vanilla. There's benzoin. So together, it's a big vanilla accord. So this is a very beautiful ambery, woody, vanillic fragrance. This is a little bit warm, spicy. It's a little bit powdery. And it's a little bit balsamic. It opens with one of my favorite yellow florals, ylang ylang. There's jasmine, there's orange blossom, there's rose, there's a little bit of black pepper, and then there is benzoin and vanilla in the base. Huge dose of vanillas together, you know, those two together. So that balsamicness comes from the benzoin, I'm guessing. And then this has sandalwood, there's iris in the base that adds that powderiness. And then it has a little patchouli and musk. It's a very beautiful ambery, woody, like sort of powdery floral fragrance. It smells really good. It's different from, you know, other fragrances that I've smelled. It's very popular. This is a very popular fragrance. Oh, by the way, this also has musk. You can smell the musk. So apparently this is the most popular, or one of the most popular Teo Cabanel fragrances. I wanted to get my hands on it and test it out. I wanted to explore this house. So yeah, this is Alahine by Teo Cabanel. So the next fragrance is a fragrance that I've been trying to hunt down for like 3 years, you guys. This one is so hard to get a hold of because it's not sold in the US. It is very, very hard to get a hold of. I think only in Europe and certain European countries you can find it. Finally, the actual official St. Barth website restocked this fragrance. It was out of stock on even the fragrance house website. Finally came back in stock, and one of my beautiful subscribers who watches my videos and was watching my vanilla video let me know that this is back in stock. Thank you so much for letting me know. It's none other than Vanille West Indies by St. Barth. Oh my goodness, have I been dying to get my hands on this fragrance. Oh goodness, this is super expensive. I had to pay an exorbitant amount of money for shipping too, by the way. The fragrance itself is expensive, and I paid a lot for shipping to the US from, I think this shipped out from, I can't remember, was it from the UK? I don't know. Yeah, it was expensive for such a tiny bottle. This is only like, yeah, this is only 1.7 fluid ounces. This is the bottle. Look at how tiny it is. Oh my goodness, this is the most delicious vanilla fragrance ever. I mentioned this in my top vanilla fragrances video. I will link it up here and down in the description box. I only had a decant of it that I bought somewhere, but I couldn't get a hold of the full bottle, and I finally have it. Oh, such a beautiful creamy vanilla. Oh, so good. It's like eating a dessert, smelling this fragrance. Oh, it is super vanilla heavy. It's sweet. It's got a little hint of caramel. It's got a little bit of like, I think a little balsamic hint to it. I think you can see in the juice color. It's a little bit floral and a little powdery too. The only fragrance notes they have revealed are vanilla, of course, caramel, and orchid. It's kind of like orchidy vanille, you know, has orchid and vanilla, but that has like chocolate and stuff, but this doesn't. It's kind of like the same delicious kind of vanilla fragrance if you want a frame of reference. So, but this one is a lot like very creamy, very beautiful through and through vanilla fragrance with that hint of floral in here. Oh man, it smells so good. That caramel is not overwhelming. Vanilla is the star of the show. Caramel is just kind of there, making it more gourmand. Beautiful, stunning, creamy, delicious vanilla that smells like a delicious vanilla dessert. This one is St. Barth Vanille West Indies. So the next fragrance is from one of the best niche fragrance houses, one of my favorites, of course. It is actually a fragrance that has been discontinued that I got my hands on. I will link it down in the description box, you guys. I think it's only available on a couple of websites, but anyway, I'll link it down there for you. This one is by Roja Parfums. This is Roja Parfums Beguiled Eau de Parfum. This one, you guys, like I said, is discontinued. It is not available very many places anymore. It even has like the older packaging. This is so beautiful. I actually read a few reviews on this, and they said that it's like a head turner, and they're absolutely right. This is going to be one of those fragrances. I of course haven't had a chance to wear it around, but I know the moment I wear it, it's going to be one of those fragrances that turns heads. It's definitely a head turner. This is such a stunning floral fragrance. Oh, this is so good. You know how I'm in love with Roja Danger? I think this one beat it. Did it beat it? They're kind of equal. This is the most intoxicating floral fragrance, you guys. This has some beautiful florals like ylang ylang, rose de mai, which is one of the most exclusive rose oil, you know, rose notes. This also has Jasmine de Gaz, which is from, you know, Gaz, France. So beautiful. It opens with some citruses, I believe. It's got pink pepper. It's got like raspberry leaves. I think that gives it a little bit of a green hint, but very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. It has orris, sandalwood, oak moss, and patchouli in the base, I think. I love this fragrance, you guys. It has just the right amount of little bit of a hint of a, you know, like that slight sexy herbally earthy vibe, but very subtle, and those gorgeous florals. Oh, I tell you though, I feel like there's something else. You know how in Roja Danger, all those gorgeous florals and everything, but what makes it really sexy is that leather note in it. I feel like there's something like that in here that makes this so intoxicating. This is a very intoxicating floral fragrance. That's really how I would describe it. Beguiled, very aptly named. Aptly named. This is definitely beguiling. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am sorry if you can't get a hold of this. I will link it down in the description box for you. It's been discontinued, so yeah, it even has that old packaging, but I had to get my hands on it when I read the reviews. I can't remember where I read the reviews. Yeah, I read several reviews. Everybody said that this is a head turner. This is Roja Parfums Beguiled Eau de Parfum. So the next fragrance in my hands is from the Maison Lancome line. This one is one that I didn't have. I have a lot of Maison Lancome fragrances, you guys. I've done a collection video before. I'll link it up here and down in the description box. But this one I didn't have. I finally have it. This one is Lancome Oud Ambrosie. I already know from the name there's gonna be honey and oud ambrosie, of course. So this one is a very beautiful syrupy honey fragrance, you guys. And the oud is not overwhelming. It's super like potent, you know, it's like a potent fragrance. It smells very strong, but you can smell that gorgeous honey. The oud is not like sharp in your face. It's, you know, there. It's giving the fragrance depth. Of course, this has a rose and other florals, and there's a little bit of patchouli, and there are some other florals too, I'm sure. So yeah, it's basically an oud honey rose fragrance with a little bit of woody notes like cedar and a little bit of patchouli. Yeah, it's like very, very strongly honey fragrance though. If you don't like honey, don't get this. I'm not a huge, like, I'm not crazy about honey, but I find honey beautiful in certain fragrances, like really, really elevates some fragrances depending on the composition. This one is like a very like unique, rare, like honey oud floral combination, you know, with the rose. It gives it like a little bit of mysterious vibe too, like oud rose, and then add the honey to it. Massive amount of honey. You can really smell the honey in this fragrance. It's really what it is. And it's like one of the Maison Lancome fragrances that's really hard to find. I found it, of course, on Fragrance Buy. That's where I find everything that's hard to find, you know. Yeah, I'll link it down in the description box for you guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful, very deep, very, very potent, syrupy honey oud fragrance with that gorgeous, you know, rose there. The patchouli is not very strong. You can't really smell the earthiness from the patchouli that much. So if you don't like patchouli, don't worry about it. But if you don't like oud or honey, don't buy it, because that's what it really is. Oud Ambrosie. The name says it. Yeah, this is Lancome Oud Ambrosie. So the next fragrance is a designer fragrance that is quite vintage, that is just super stunning. One of those classics, you know, that I've been meaning to get my hands on. It's a gorgeous floral. This is Lancome Poeme. So this fragrance, you guys, like I said, I've been reading about this fragrance and been wanting to get this for a while. I'm a huge fan of those like 90s. I think this is from the 90s. Gorgeous, gorgeous floral fragrance from that time. This obviously has gorgeous yellow white florals with, I can tell by the juice color. Beautiful. Oh man, I don't need to spray this one actually. This is quite potent, which is what I love about the fragrances from that time. They were quite potent, you know, quite projecting. This is very projecting. I wore it once when it arrived. It's a massively yellow and white floral fragrance, you guys, with some vanilla. It's green, it's a little sweet. It's of course animalic from the white florals. You guys, this is a very complex fragrance composition. Actually, it's not that it's complex, it's just in the 90s they revealed more notes from the fragrance structure, unlike today, because everybody's worried about, you know, like clone brands stealing their composition. This one has every beautiful floral imaginable under the sun, including the best yellow white florals, ylang ylang, jasmine, tuberose, orange blossom, name it. There's, I think, heliotrope in here too, which makes it beautiful and powdery. There's of course rose, there's freesia. In the opening there are some juicy fruity notes like plum and peach and blackcurrant. There's like Dutra in this fragrance. There's narcissus. There's all kinds of notes, you guys. Oh, I think this also has mimosa. And of course also you have like tonka bean and vanilla together. There's a massive dose of amber, which by the way, it's yellow florals too, but also amber that makes the color, the juice color this way. And of course some woody notes. It's like such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance for such a great price. The fragrances from this time, you know, like in the 90s, they were the best. Like you got such a bang for your buck. Like everything this quality now is so much more expensive, you know. I love, love, love Lancome fragrances. Is one of their best fragrances in my opinion that they've released, like period. Yeah, this is Lancome Poeme. So I bought actually 2 more fragrances, but I'm not gonna actually open them and smell them and tell you about it because they are backups of what I already own, and I've talked a ton about these 2 fragrances on my channel. The reason why I want to show you these 2 fragrances is because rumor has it that they're being discontinued. So they are Tom Ford Noir Parfum. Why, Tom Ford? Why? Unless they're planning to reformulate it. I hope not. If they do it, they better make it better, you know. So this is apparently being discontinued. So run and grab it. I will link it down in the description box for you guys. Being discontinued apparently. And the next one is La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. My favorite, gorgeous, beautiful, sexy vanilla fragrance. Ah, this is a gem. This is like the original La Nuit Trésor, only this one is super vanilla heavy. This is like the vanilla heavy version of it. This is such a stunning, stunning, super feminine, sexy vanilla fragrance ever, you guys. Go grab it because it's being discontinued. I wanted to do a public service announcement for you guys. I have both of these. I've talked a ton about these on my channel, so I'm not gonna sniff them and talk to you about them. You know I love them. I talk all the time about them. So those were the backups that I bought because they're being discontinued. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this massive, beautiful, fabulous fragrance haul, both niche and designer, amazing fragrances. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell next to it for all notifications so you never miss a video of mine. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of really fun stuff there, all my fragrances of course. And head on over to my other brand new channel, Beauty and Makeup Cleo Beauty and show me some support there as well. I would really appreciate it. As always, I absolutely appreciate your support, and you watching my videos really makes my day when you actually talk to me and comment down in the comment sections. So share your thoughts with me, you guys, about these gorgeous beauties I shared with you today. I will see you guys in my next video.